Hey you.
Yeah, you sitting in that seat
You need something new?
to keep up with this beat.
You getting bored?
You want something more?
You need your own space.
To call your own place
Lounging in the comfy chair.
with an exotic drink.
It's a crazy good you need.
A minute just to think.
Take a bite of pastries.
Your mouth just exploding.
You're looking back at it.
Wishing it was holding.
So come on down and take a day at WorldLitCafe. That's you
need today.
Hello and welcome to our business plan, WorldLitCafe. We are asking for $30,000 before 5% equity that will go to our rental for our cafe.
So as you had heard from the song, we will be a cafe that will bring cultural food into Napa, and you can find anything you want, and as well as relaxation and a place to read books, relax, and just spend a good time.
So this is our slogan, Delight Now in a Bright Shade of Culture. And here's our logo that represents our cafe.
Okay, so as mentioned before, the lack of finding a place to go, not only for older people but youngsters ranging from all ages. We want to provide a space in where can you just go and relax. So it'd be a really nice atmosphere, music playing. We would have recommendations from customers, as well as having pastries that they can recommend that they would wish to see in the menu. But for that, we'd have samples, and we'd also want to solve the issue of being able to read. There would be plenty of books, you can check them out and just spend time in the cafe and read.
Essentially, our solution is our WorldLitCafe, which is there to bring to the limelight our multicultural roots and within our community, and going to be a place that will substantially seek to reduce the accumulating stress that comes with life's responsibilities such as school and work. And there will be lots of reading materials, as was mentioned before, and this will be used to bring together different age groups to come and socialize and talk about their books and discuss. And it will keep health conscious with the providing baked goods and beverages to really let the customers know that we are concerned for their health, yet we want to align them with our multicultural.
So here's some desserts, and there's a Russian donut. There's also a French macaroon. There's macarons, and there's a caramel sandwich cookie that is from Colombia.
And as you received the drink earlier in the beginning of the presentation, what you tried is some oatmeal drink from Colombia, some tea, and some berry smoothie. And here are examples of what we would have in the cafe. The team, we are kind of confused on this part, so I'll talk to you about that later.
So a little bit about marketing, and what we wish to do is to do a radio ad on our local community station. And we're thinking about doing it in the morning, especially because everyone is rushing to get to their work or need to go to school, and we just want to kind of spread the word that we're here and we want to provide the best for our customers. Also, we wanted to do in social media because we're so technology-based generation that we want to do social media. And then for community-oriented events, we wanted to do events where we can teach our community how to make these desserts and pastries and beverages. And we have an example of one of our posters that we created for advertisement, and then some bookmarks that kind of go with our Lit Cafe theme.
Sales. This is our example of sales. It has our basic startup costs, and the way we figured it out and such was doing it through research in primary market research, secondary, and we interviewed people on what they wanted to see the cost, and we also looked into other businesses that were open and how much they used. And for this is the break even.
We need to update it.
Okay. Break even. It has the numbers and costs and the utilities. And then the Lit Cafe startup is that, and then it's more in the bottom.
So our competitions would be other bakeries, bakery cafes, coffee shops, such as Sweetie Pies, where Sweetie Pies offers sort of a homey feeling, sort of what we're going for. Model Bakery that offers signature food and pastries that's really famous, that we will probably be competing most likely with them too. And then other coffee shops such as Starbucks, Dutch Bros, and Roasting Company. But one thing that ours is definitely more unique is that we are international or multicultural, which none of these other cafes are. So that's that aspect.
So our vision for our cafe, we want it so that not just the community members are coming down, but also tourists and other people from international different countries can come down too, so that when they come to our cafe, they can see a dessert or pastry or even like a drink that reminds them of their own home. So that when they come here and they're feeling like a little homesick, they can like see like, oh, like they have something here that reminds you of home. So they feel comfortable and want to sit down and enjoy themselves with their friends or families. Our signature items would include things that people would mostly recognize. So like the French macaroon that Vicky provided here today. It shows people know what that is. It's very popular. So what we would do is that when people were to choose that at our cafe, we would change up the flavors so that they have their own unique blend to it, so that people can really get a taste of what we're trying to do, which is make it a little different and give them like a different experience. Our first place in our customers' mindset is that we want to provide the best service possible for our customers. We want them to feel comfortable and welcome, that they can really sit down, just relax, and be themselves in this cafe so that they can eat the drinks and just have a good time. Loyal customer following, we want to be remembered. We want them to remember that we will listen to any of their complaints and change up so that we can better ourselves. We want them to know that this is a place where you can just relax and not stress out. You can read a book. It'll be a good time. It'll be a great day to be here. And we want to strengthen our multicultural community because it brings everyone together. Food will always bring people together. We want them to remember that this is a place where it's like that it's not, there's no diversity. I can't pronounce this part. You can just always be together. Like there's no lines or borders and like that. Like everyone can just sit down and enjoy themselves. In conclusion, as I mentioned before, we aim to provide the best, but in ingredients and quality. We want to make sure that people can get really good quality in their food, so that it could have healthy, good ingredients. So we will have options, so people can always, everyone can feel included, even the ones that have allergies or like lactose intolerance, like they can feel welcome here. We want to create a lasting impression, so we would have items such as like bookmarks to pass out to everyone so they can remember who we are and they can use it for their books. And we want to relate to our customers' needs and wants so that they can know that if they have a problem, we can handle it and make it work out.
Here. And this was presented to you by WorldLitCafe. We hope you consider our offer because that will surely lead our day.
Be a risk taker and support us.
Invest in us. We need you.
We have a need on this word. Thank you.
Thank you.